much. Yeah, Real World J podcast show. I'm your host, Full Circle J. I call it J. You know what I'm saying? Sorry for the delays, man. It's just work and life, and I don't know.
It
People will
happens.
feel like they were trying to like pick on me today or something. I don't know what's going on today.
Ooh,
Yeah, but they don't today. I'm see what's going on. And then, like what's going on? Like damn, like so school. And maybe we're talking about. I'm just telling you the reason on why we had to stop like 2 or 3 times. I
talk to
apologize,
him.
and I apologize for that. Cause I don't know. I'm thinking like, okay, what?
This the Real World J podcast, so
Like,
it's real shit.
I don't know. I ain't figure it out. I'm figuring it out.
That shit that make your soul burn slow.
Yeah, I'm figuring it out. For sure.
It seemed like a lot of projecting going on. You know what I mean? It's
Mm-hmm.
like if another person's not good, just say that. You don't gotta project that onto some. You know what I mean? Someone
Mm-hmm.
else. But anyway, shout out to everybody tuned in today on the Wisdom app. We are also on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, Dizzler, and this is the Real World J podcast. I am your host, Mark 2.5, twice as nice and half the time, 2 grams and a half, of course. I'm joined by host Jesse Morgan, Al Qaeda J,
Mm-hmm.
Untouchable J, Full Circle J, and you know the rest. We're talking about toxic women. Toxic women. So feel free to join at any time. Join the discussion if you have any comments or questions. We'd love to hear your point of view, your perspective. So feel free to join. We're talking about toxic women. If you've ever been in a relationship with a toxic woman, or if you yourself are a toxic woman, feel free to join and put us on game. So we're going to start with the quote of the day. My man Jesse, hit him with that quote.
A person who values you, a person who values you would never put themselves in a position to lose you.
Mm. A person who values you will never put you in a position to lose you.
Would never put themselves in a
There
position.
you go. You heard it first. And for those
Um,
that want to know a little bit more, break that down for them as far as putting people in positions to lose them.
It was like you wouldn't put yourself. You put you when you would put yourself in a bad position. Like you wouldn't be with someone, and then you're sneaking off and you have a baby with someone else, with another girl. That's when it was at.
Pretty much,
That's when
right?
yourself in position to lose that person. You
Like,
value a person that more you would do shit like that, or cheating, or alcoholism, or beating, or stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't put yourself in a bad situation
right.
and expect value to want to be around.
But let's keep it real. A lot of these toxic women, they pretty much set traps for that shit. They know how to get you. They know what to do. They put the meat out there and expect the lion to not go and eat. Now, what's the hungry lion gonna do with a wounded gazelle? He gonna
Meaning,
eat.
meaning to
Tell
meaning,
me he ain't gonna eat.
meaning to what are you talking about?
You
What
know what
happened?
I'm talking about. We're talking about women who set these traps for men.
What kind of
You
traps?
know what kind of traps? They put it out there. They lead you
Break that
on.
down.
Okay, I'm gonna break it down. They lead you on. They talk to you nicely. They paint the picture. And all along, they know the motive. They know what their motive is. It ain't white picket fence with kids and a dog. It ain't future. It ain't family. We talking about toxic women. We talking about savage. Savagery. We're talking about
Right.
heartless shit.
It's like they got a plan without you,
There you go.
and they say they with you to the end.
There you go. Now we are back to the point of the show where we got the top 10 signs of toxic
It will
women.
always be an I,
There you
and not a
go.
we.
There you go. And this is the part of the show where we got the top 10 signs of a toxic
And
woman.
and you gonna go through life.
Yeah.
And never be still and never have sound foundation.
Never.
Because you were the person.
Yeah.
That doesn't really.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't really probably doesn't even understand what you even trying to build.
Right.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
It's a real problem.
For sure. I mean, I'm sure you've dealt with that. I'm sure you've been in that position.
Yeah, of course.
So, we're going to get to the top 10 signs of a toxic woman. And what we do is we go down this list. We run it by our host, Full Circle J. And he going to give you, this is all off the dome. So, he don't know these. We don't talk about it beforehand. We give it to him, and he going to give it to you raw, unedited, uncensored, no filter. Number 1. Top 10 signs of a toxic woman. She uses manipulation as her primary defense mechanism. So if your girlfriend or wife always blames you for everything that's going wrong between the two of you, thumbs up. Manipulation. Toxic women usually tend to be pathological liars, and when they get caught, they flip it and make you feel guilty for accusing them.
Yeah, they never want to be the bad girl.
Talk about it.
They just don't. They never want to be the bad guy, the bad girl, the bad guy. You know what I mean? Because like, you know, they think you're trying to sharpen it. It's already destroyed.
Right. Exactly.
Because you keep on doing the same thing over again, with some different results.
Of course.
You're the man. You're the woman that. You're the woman be the man down to make you feel loved. You know what I'm saying? And knowing, and then you'll say things, or you say certain things that you know that you shouldn't say, because at the end of the day, he don't say certain things to you.
Facts. Dropping jewels.
And you know that in your world that he's mindful of that because he understands their words. He understands the meaning of words. Evidently, you say you do, but you don't.
Dropping science. Y'all pick up them jewels out there if y'all listen and pay attention.
Or you don't understand, you know what I'm saying? Or you don't value, you don't understand what you have, because how can you value what you have, what you don't understand what you got?
Woo. See now. Don't get burned out there. These women will burn you alive and not think twice about it. So, moving on, we got number 2. This is the top 10 signs of a toxic woman. She controls and monitors your every move. So, if a woman's obsessively keeping track with you, with your whereabouts, controlling every aspect of your life, you could definitely be in an unhealthy relationship with a toxic woman. This becomes clear if you feel that everything from your personal life to your social life to social media is under her surveillance. What do you think about that, Jess? Talk about it. Talking about women who are going through your phones, going through your call logs, going through your social media. You got an iPhone, they're checking where you're at because you know they can track you with the iPhone. So, what do you think?
They're pretty much
toxic women.
You're pretty much an object to them.
Okay.
You are the object. You are their possession. You're not, you know what I'm saying? You're not the lover. You're not the friend. You know what I'm saying? You are a toy.
Now, have you personally ever felt like an object to a woman?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Every day.
Really? Well, there you go. You heard it first. We got first-hand experience from our host, Untouchable J. And shout out to all the listeners on Wisdom. We just hit the double digits. We got 10 listeners. Everybody keep tuning in. You can also find us on Spreaker, Dizzler, iHeartRadio, Spotify, wherever else you get your podcast. Also YouTube Live. And today we're talking, like I said, we talk about toxic women. We are moving on to number 3. Toxic women. She sees the relationship as an opportunity to take rather than to give. Mm.
Mm. Yeah.
Relationships are a place for you to give, not take.
Yeah, because
If you feel like you're constantly the only one making all the efforts in your relationship, it could be a sign that you're dealing with a toxic woman. If your woman lacks empathy,
right,
she needs excessive
right.
attention and admiration all the time, but never puts any effort into the relationship. She
Because
may have narcissistic tendencies.
relationship is a balance.
Also, a toxic woman never feels remorse, not even once, for not being the giver in their relationship. They're okay with being the taker. They're okay with receiving. They're okay with having a one-sided relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about that. Have you yourself been in a relationship where you feel it's one-sided?
Right. Oh yeah, of course. I've been on both ends of the stick with that, and been on both ends of the sword with that.
Mm-hmm.
I have been like, oh, like I said, I have told, like, what I'm saying, like I have told women, like, what I'm saying, if you love Jay with your mind and not your heart, what I'm saying, everything will be okay.
Facts.
We're gonna be having these conversations. What I'm
Nice.
saying? So it's like that's horrible to say, and that's mean, and that's like, that's not what's up. So, but I also been on the other end. It's like, man, in the end of the day, you want somebody to love you so badly, but they just incapable
Mm.
of the love that you desire.
Wow. Real
And
shit.
so that becomes, I don't want you,
Mm.
but I don't want nobody else to have you.
Mm.
That's the definition of toxic woman.
Mm. I don't want you, but I don't want nobody else to have you. Toxic women. Shout out to the 15 listeners on Wisdom. Feel free to join and be a guest. Um, give us your perspective, your comments, your questions,
So
and
dude can
join the
be a guest.
conversation.
It might be a guest.
Anybody, yeah, yeah. Anybody can be a guest. Number 4, moving on. 10 signs of a toxic woman. Uh, she doesn't encourage your growth. A woman who doesn't encourage your growth. The best part about being in love is having a partner that inspires you to be the best version of yourself. However, toxic woman rarely supports or encourages her partner's personal growth. And when she does, she's just playing the part of a good, caring girlfriend. Usually, she mocks or dismisses your motivation to grow, and clearly, she doesn't want to see you flourish. Such as discouraging behavior um, when you want to improve yourself. They take it as a threat, as you wanting to leave them. What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, I don't know. But I do know that people who don't want to see you grow, then you should have people around you because they just plant bad seeds around you.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so and then someone who doesn't like trust me, like I know what that is. Like I know what that is to somebody who doesn't care about
Mm.
what you do. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Long as it come through. You
As
know what I'm
long as the
saying?
bills are paid, as long as
Like I get it. Like you know what I mean?
the
Like
tank is full,
I understand that.
as long as the
Yeah, look at
credit
that.
card still works.
As long as as long as you can help with that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? As long as you can help with that, then they'll be okay with that. You know what I'm saying? Like I know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I know. You know what I'm saying?
So you've seen the signs.
Yeah, yeah.
You've been a victim of a woman,
Oh yeah.
of a toxic woman.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just want to take, but only give. So you know what I'm saying? But only give.
Not return the same energy.
Man, you give more energy just to your friends that you'll give to the person that, you know what I'm saying, that will
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying, that will die for you.
real shit.
You know what I'm saying? Man, I mean, make that make sense to me. It don't. So I just be like, okay, cool. People who take
Already.
away from you, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The people who take away from you, you know what I'm saying? You give them so much energy with the people who, you know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
gotta take care of you. You know what I'm saying? You shut them around like they slaves.
That's real shit. Moving on. We are at the
Mm,
halfway point. This is number 5. She always criticizes you and threatens to leave the relationship.
yeah,
A toxic girlfriend or wife
been there.
always makes you feel belittled or unworthy, especially during arguments.
Yeah,
She often draws the breakup card to
yeah.
regain control.
Well,
This type of behavior can affect your self esteem,
uh-huh.
especially if your partner keeps declaring from time to time that if they leave you, no one else would ever be interested in you. This is one of the clear signs of a toxic girlfriend. You must prioritize your self respect and self esteem in a relationship. If you're not getting love, respect, and trust, then it's not worth staying in a relationship with a toxic woman. What do you think about this?
Yeah,
We're talking about women who
yeah.
criticize and threaten to leave relationships.
I mean, inspirational. That just let you know how many inspiration you're gonna take until you meet them.
There you go. And I assume you've been told that, oh, if we break up, nobody else is gonna want you.
Oh yeah, of
You've been
course.
there. You've been on
Oh
that
yeah.
end of it.
Oh yeah.
And what do you think about? What goes through your mind when a woman tells you
I'll be like, okay, make another Jesse.
that? Ooh. Okay, what? Make another hole. That's a big. Wait, is that? No, no, no. That's the. I heard motherfuckers saying they. Okay, so make another hole.
Mm-hmm.
Last one. That's
Mm-hmm.
the one. Number 6. Moving on. We're talking about the top 10 signs of a toxic woman. Feel free to join at any point in time on the Wisdom app. Join the conversation. Give us your feedback, comments, questions. We are talking about toxic women. This is number 6. She's emotionally dependent. It's okay to expect the required support and appreciation from a partner in a romantic relationship. But depending solely on your significant other for being happy is not a good sign.
Mm-hmm.
If your partner depends too much on their significant other to feel happy and fulfilled, it degrades the relationship. If that's the case with your girl, it's time to take some mindful action. In a relationship with a toxic woman, you don't feel like yourself. You become aware that your mood, your actions, your words can affect your toxic woman. It makes you uncomfortable and anxious because you never know what might trigger her. You always walk on eggshells around her, not sure what
Wow.
might upset her next. How do you feel about that, Jay?
Mm.
Walking around eggshells for a toxic woman. You don't know what her response is going to be. You don't know what she's going to
They're
say.
living in chaos.
You don't know her
They're
triggers.
living in chaos and anarchy.
Have you been in a situation like that?
No, because I was able to go home.
Oh, right, right, right. So even if they did get triggered, you were able to leave.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
Oh,
Yeah, got you. Moving on. Talking about the top 10 signs of a toxic woman. Number 7. She compares you with others. No matter what you do to express your love, she never acknowledges your efforts. And we know how you feel about effort.
mm-hmm.
She doesn't see your good intentions. Instead, she keeps comparing you with her friends' partners. Does your girlfriend get swayed by every social media post that showcases the couple goals? What do you think about that, Jesse?
People pathetic. What you set your own goals?
Right? How do you feel about women who are constantly comparing you to other men?
I mean,
Oh well, he don't do this, or he does that. Why don't you do? Why
well,
don't
let
you
her
do?
be with him.
Oh, straightforward. Y'all heard it here first. Let her be with him. The famous words. Number 8, moving on. We talking about the top 10 signs of a toxic woman. Shout out to the 20 listeners we got on Wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Feel free to join at any time. Any comments, questions, join the conversation. Number 8, she wants you all by herself, all to herself. A toxic woman couldn't stand the idea of you spending time with anyone else. She expects to be the most important person in your life all the time. Even if you want to spend time with your friends or family, she gets angry or upset. Uh, this can be a type of isolation from loved ones in an attempt to manipulation.
I would call it possessive.
Possessive, exactly.
Like out of control.
Right.
So
So,
you need to go. You need to go talk to someone about that. I mean, because like if you feel like that, you can't breathe
right,
without someone. That means you too much into them and not too much in you.
right.
You got more.
So you got to work on yourself.
You got absolutely. You got more besting in them that you got more besting in yourself. How do you think that works?
Make that make sense.
Mm.
Drop it, jewels. Where that $50 at? Here we go. So possessive. We ready to wrap it up. Let's see. So number 9, we're talking about the top 10 signs of toxic women. Number 9, she expects you to be her mind reader. Women's expectations can take a toll on their romantic partners. If your girl gives you the silent treatment without communicating what's bothering her, it's not your fault, and it's highly toxic behavior. You know the type, women walking around with that face, they upset with something. They expect you to know. They don't tell you, but they expect you to just be a mind reader and know why she's upset.
Because she be thinking you be listening to a conversation.
Think so?
Mm-hmm. This is real good.
Huh. Well, that's an interesting look on it.
Yeah, that's a damn shame too, because like I'm not gonna listen to no women talk. I ain't talking about shit.
Right.
Especially if you're toxic. I'm exactly gonna zone out on the conversation.
Exactly.
None of that shit on me.
Yeah. And the final sign, and I think this is one of the most important ones.
If you're around, why they think you're not listening? They think you. Why you're not listening?
Now,
especially if you right by them, they're talking phone, they got their phone speakerphone, and y'all on the couch. The fuck?
And why do they do that?
She expect you to think you know her.
Why do they do? That's real life. Women do that. Why?
Because that's real. That's real petty, rude. Like if I wanted to have a conversation with everybody, then I would have called everybody. I would have put you on 3-way.
Right.
If I wanted you to know what I was talking about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, come on now.
It's like why
you just
that's the same type of thing.
Like even if you just on some like you know what I mean on some real shit, you know what I'm saying, whatever, or it may be like even if you just sad about something, you know what I'm saying, but doing that,
yeah,
that's laughing at somebody, you know what I'm saying, that's laughing at somebody miserably. Why would you put that on blast for the whole world to see? And they called you.
Yeah.
And they called you.
Huh. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good segue into our 10th and final sign, because our 10th and final sign of a toxic woman is trust issues. A woman with trust issues. Trust is the foundation of every relationship.
A woman who don't trust, have trust issues, don't trust themselves. Think about it. Think about it.
Science.
How can you trust? How can the fuck can you trust anybody if you don't trust your own goddamn self? Make it make sense.
Now, when you say that,
you know iPhone.
Now, when you
say, we got a guest. Hey, how's it going? I ain't gonna lie. I don't know her natural name. That's why I said,
What is
hey.
that?
Hey, hey.
Asif, shout out to Asif Khan joining the conversation, and we're talking about toxic women. Welcome to the Real World J podcast.
Yeah, thank you, man. What's going on? Talking about the women, all toxic and all this feminism garbage, bro.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah. We just trying to. Yeah. Yeah. We just trying to make it make sense.
They don't make any sense, bro. Stuff that they want.
So what's
Mess, bro.
so tell me. So yeah. So tell me. So tell me. So tell me what's your point of view on a toxic woman.
Bro, they're everywhere right now, bro. They're running rampant. It's like 95% of them have just been brainwashed to like some kind of programming where they're just all like bitch all the time.
Yeah.
Bro. If you want a man type of thing, they are the man kind of thing.
Oh, the man type of thing. Yeah. Do you think there's any good women out in the world?
Yeah, I feel like there's some women down.
That's who?
I'm like 10%, 5%, something like that.
Damn, you think there's like 5 or 10% good women in the world, man? You gotta believe better than that, man.
Nah, bro, it's not even like that, bro. Done.
Like, okay, so what makes it? Okay, so what makes a toxic woman for? Okay, so what makes a toxic woman? Basically, what's your definition of a toxic woman?
They're not making you better, bro. They're messing up the whole thing,
Exactly. Is that not make you better than mess? Yeah, they take away from you. Yep.
All the guys that I've seen get married, bro, they all fucked up. They're done. They're done, bro. They're done. I'll fuck them up all. I've been improving the whole time. I've been driving bitches over there.
Mm-hmm. Right. So you said everybody who married, that's the worst thing they can do.
Yeah, bro. Getting married is a bad thing right now, bro.
Woo!
Wow.
Dropping jewels.
Why you think so?
Asif dropping jewels. 50% divorce rate.
Yeah, bro. It's people just like the first person they find that likes them a little bit, they're just in there. They're like, oh my god, I found something. But, bro, like I said, I'm all about competition. I've been competing at stuff like since I was a kid, so I'm all about getting better, bro. I don't get better for anybody's sake, but for the love of the games, I'm playing and for the respect you get for getting to those levels,
Mm-hmm.
The reward for working that hard to get there too, So
Are you in a relationship right now?
What's that?
Are you in a relationship right now?
Am I in a relationship?
Huh? Yeah, yeah. I said, are you in a relationship right now?
Election?
No, relationship.
Oh yeah, I'm right now, bro. But it's like.
Oh, so how's that going then? Let's talk about that.
Yeah, it's just going. It's going good and bad at the same time. Like she's a couple years younger than me, so she's like in that trying to decide what she's about type of phase right there. Like she's like had bad experiences so far, so so it's like. It just happened kind of a thing, but like I haven't been looking at all. I've been looking for myself. I've been looking to improve and get to my goals before and know who I am before I get into a relationship. Don't even know.
Exactly. You gotta know who you are before you get a relationship.
Yeah, bro. You gotta know who you are, dog. You gotta know who you are. And what are you gonna do there, bro? Like you connected to this person, you're gonna have kids with this person. What? Be depressed all the time. That's it. Nah, bro, that can't be it for me, bro. I refuse to accept that as it.
Right. So y'all basically in two different time spaces in y'all life.
Yeah, so like I'm a little bit ahead, I'm trying to pull it forward, but she's a little bit ahead on some aspects, like the spiritual, some stuff. She says she speaks to whatever stuff, but
Yeah.
actually, she's one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she seems, she seems to believe in God, so that's all that I really need from.
And you don't believe in God?
No, that's what I do believe in God, all the way.
Okay. Oh, yeah. She doesn't. You said.
No, she does. So that's all I needed to know.
Oh, nice. Wonderful.
Yeah, we already connected. That's cool. believe in God, that's cool, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Just gotta fucking work on making my shit better for me, and then we good, you know.
Mm-hmm. Already. So
Yeah,
what?
but if you
So so
can't seem to do that for whatever reason, like then it's time to end this. We can still be friends, we can still do whatever, but it's, this shit is done though, you know.
so what?
I can't.
So do you? So do you? So do you? So do you have things that you think that your girl had toxic traits?
Yeah, sometimes, bro. Like she just
Like
wants
name
like
one.
like I'll be playing video games, bro. Like online, I'll be playing this game called RuneScape, and it's like it's when you're gonna get into a war, you're using like multiple characters, so you have to like concentrate on 100% or one of your guys is gonna die. So what determines who's the best guy is who can control the characters the best way, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So there's multiple screens, so you have to like be aware of your health. You have 99 health, and if people hit you up, you have to be able to run and eat on all three of your screens or four of your screens, whatever you're doing there, and be effective as well, and catch the guy too. You know, so it's like a sick game. It's like medieval times. Like you have a sword, you have a bow and arrows, you have and magic. You know, so it's like a medieval times game. You know, guns and shit. So it's like you're mining the things. It's all like the practical stuff. So I've been playing the game for a long time, and like I quit when I was like 18. When I was maybe
Did you
16.
just curve me?
What's that?
Did you just curve me?
Interview?
Yeah, you just curved me because I asked you specifically. I said, "Do your girlfriend have any toxic traits?"
Yeah, so when I'm playing this game, I need all my concentration, right? You get interjected in the middle of it, bro, talking about I don't give a fuck and this and that. And I'm like, oh my god, bro. This is like, I can't work for the line here. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's my reputation in the game is one of the top.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, go ahead.
I can't lose here, bro. This is like everything on the line now, every single time.
Mm.
Like, it's a massive work on all my guys versus all their guys. Like, it's us versus them.
Oh shit.
Good versus evil type of thing. Like, those guys are cheating over there. We playing legitimate,
Uh huh. Yeah, for real.
Yeah, we have better teamwork and we dominate with my strategy or whatever. And my like we all on Discord to like chat with people. We have like our own little Discord. We all hop in a voice chat and we call targets, and we coordinate stuff. Like I'm really quick at the saying it as soon as it happens or as it's gonna happen type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's what gets us to be through. A lot of people are selfish. They don't play for the whole team. Like, I'll take the death just to get these 2 kills over here so we win the game. Like these guys are not willing to take that. They're turning it away. They bail. Their team and they lose. So that's what I. That's my shit. So when you jump in the middle of that shit, that's something that's like I'm playing poker at the same time as well.
How you know what?
My online playing poker. I'm doing some stuff over here. This is
How
real
would
money
you
and all
like
that.
her?
Big stakes. So right now, I just bet 56 bucks right here, bro. 2 people calling me.
So,
I need to hit this page.
so the okay, so how does it make so how did that make your girl have a toxic trait with all that?
She knows what I'm doing, bro. She knows I need all my concentration.
And so what? So what did she do? You didn't tell her what she do.
She jumping in the conversation, but she like grab my hair. She'll get in there.
How old are you?
I'm 32, bro.
Okay, yeah, I know, right? And so, and so, why do you think she does that? Because you giving that too much attention out here.
Whatever I'm doing, bro, is too much tension. Like I'm putting full effort here, and she doesn't like that.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay, that is toxic. So, how you express that to her?
Multiple times, bro. I put that on the spot. I don't know about that.
But what did she say?
I don't know about that. Fuck.
Damn.
Got 1,200 in the fund. Fucking missed the plus. Plus, you got down the drain right there.
Yeah. Man, I really appreciate you joining the Real World J podcast show, man. I really appreciate your story.
Yeah, bro.
It was a pleasure, man.
So, what do you guys consider toxic behavior? what have you guys been talking about here?
We be talking about like you know what I'm saying like for example like I give you examples like for a toxic woman is someone you know what I'm saying who doesn't deal with you that take away from you. You know what I mean? Like who a toxic woman is someone who plot on you and not you know what I'm saying you know what I'm saying not trying to take care of you. You know what I'm saying not trying to shield you, help shield you. You know what I'm saying? Make sure your crown is not. Make sure your crown is not tilting. That make sure it's always straight. You know what I'm saying? That's the part.
Right.
But I really appreciate you.
You want me to do?
Yeah, man.
All right, peace, bro.
Peace.